Good morning. It's Friday, April 28th, 2023, and this is Slightly Off X's podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Ken, and I haven't done a show in quite a while, but I'm doing a show today. Just to let you know, we've had a couple of days here lately with inclement weather. We've had severe weather days, and that's been affecting the launch schedule here at Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. We have two possible launches on for today. The first launch is a SpaceX Falcon 9. This is carrying a satellite, and it may or may not go in the 5 o'clock p.m. hour from here. That would be the 9 p.m. GMT hour or the 2100 hour. It does have a launch window. That launch window is just about an hour long, as I recall. And okay, you're going to hear the ambulance here as things are active here on Merritt Island. I'm actually doing this from Merritt Island, so you can tell this is not done in a studio. This is not faked. Anyway, getting back to this story, we do have a launch today of a Falcon 9 possible. That Falcon 9 rocket could go up today. I believe today is the first opportunity for that Falcon 9 rocket that has been explored by SpaceX. I don't believe it's been rescheduled. However, we do have a Falcon Heavy that is supposed to also go up today. And the Falcon Heavy has been rescheduled at least 2 times. This may be the third time. You've probably been seeing all of my posts on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter, and of course you can follow SpaceX itself for the latest updates, but a lot of people see SpaceX tweet and they don't know where to go, or they don't follow Twitter. They're only on one platform, they're only on Facebook, they're only on YouTube, so that's why I've been blasting it everywhere. I've also been putting it on the other social media as well, on my Mastodon, my Spoutable, and my Counter Social. I haven't exactly published those, but I do have one each of those that I'm sharing between my 2 different podcasts, because really I'm just overloaded with all this social media that I'm on. It's just too much. But anyway, so we have these 2 launches on tap, but we may have severe weather, and so we'll just see. And you're probably also wondering, why hasn't he done a podcast lately? Well, the idea was to do a podcast and interview people, and there just frankly haven't been anybody interested in doing interviews. A lot of that is because, the people that are retired probably only want to tell their stories to other people that are retired, that know what their stories are like, so they share their stories among each other. Some people are very, very quiet. They don't want to share their story to everyone. Some people are using the already available social media that is out there. The Brevard, I don't know what its name is, but if you're using it, you know what its name is. But there is another social media outlet in Brevard that is connected with a space museum, and those people are very good at what they do, and they're very knowledgeable in the industry, probably from the industry themselves. So, in that regard, people are more likely to want to talk to them, and that's fine. I enjoyed the fact that I did get to talk to a few people, and I just am happy to talk to them again, or I'm happy to talk to all these people that constantly say, I'll get back to you, and then they never do. Life is life. People are busy, and people who are currently working in the industry often cannot give public statements unless that is their job. So it is what it is, and that's why I've concentrated on blasting social media with posts about the rocket launches, and I've tried to keep my other social media up to date. I do run another podcast that is politically oriented, and on that podcast I've been talking about space. So if you are interested, check that out. It's called Freedom, Speech, and You. If you're not interested, if you want to be politically agnostic, that's perfectly fine. Slightly Off Axis podcast will remain politically agnostic. We will not discuss politics. Obviously, I've been lucky this far that I haven't really had somebody who was completely and totally politically motivated among the few guests that I've had. But it is what it is. Some people believe that one party is the best party. Some people believe the other party is the best party. And some people both think that they should both be buried at the bottom of the ocean or something to that effect. But that's all I'm going to say about politics on this show. I'm going to tell you that I will try to keep you up to date. I will be busy today. You certainly can watch the news media and see what the weather is doing. That'll give you a good hint as to what the weather stability is in regards to the launch. I mean, obviously the news media's job is to tell you the weather over your neighborhood. They do occasionally mention the launch. They won't necessarily have the final word from SpaceX until it comes. And we all know that SpaceX cancels launches anywhere from hours ahead of time to minutes ahead of time, sometimes in the last second, and decides, hey, that final opportunity in the launch window is just not going to work. The weather's not going to work. So we'll see what SpaceX does today with these two launches, and we'll go from there. And so that's enough of an update. I'm Ken Otto. This is Slightly Off Axis Podcast. The podcast name for the way that the Earth rotates. It's Slightly Off Axis. We'll see you next time on the next episode. Thanks. Bye.